We've stolen Dino Dilio, who's also part of the team. Give him a big round of applause. Dino Dilio Beauty. Because we're going to get cheeky, right? We're shaking up your makeup, and right now we're going to be focusing on the cheeks. This is Beatrix, a name I absolutely love.
Isn't it a great name?
Yes.
Yeah, so Shoppers Drug Mart has these little... once a week, we've got these different looks, and we're being very practical because a lot of times people are having trouble with what they think they know how to do. And number one always is blush. So I want to show you how to determine where your blush goes. So what I want to do is show you with a brush. We're going to do a little geometry on the face.
Ooh,
we're going to connect the corner of your lip to the middle of her ear. That line's right up to the bottom of your natural cheekbone. Okay, so blush should never go below that point, okay? The top guideline is from the corner of the nose to the top of the ear. This surprises a lot of people because they think, oh, that path is so small. I'm used to wearing more. That's your guideline. That's where you want to work within, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take a blush, and when you buy a blush in the store and you get a little brush like this, use that one to touch up with, but start in the morning with a proper size brush so you really get the job done properly. Okay. So we're going to take this brush away. We're going to really load up the brush, okay? And then what I do is I kind of use the lid, and I'm twirling and pushing the color into the brush. If you go like this and put on blush, you're going to get too much. It's going to be very hard to blend down. This way, it's pushing it into the brush, and that color releases. Smile. The trick is to always give me a real good smile. Good.
That's a good one, Beatrix.
Start at the top of the ear, work back and forth, and then sweep up onto the apple of your cheek, and back to the ear, and then you're staying within the zone. And now what I'm doing is just softly making sure the top edge blends out, and the bottom edge is a little stronger. If you go too far, take your face powder and just go right on top. And I actually do this almost all the time because look how it really blends it down. Right. And another little trick too is, close your eye, take a little bit of your blush and put it onto your eyelid, and that just gives a little perk to the face, pulls it all together.
So you haven't done the whole eyeshadow thing, but it gives you a little something. I wonder why things go so wrong with us with blush.
I know what happens.
What happens?
People just stop and they just go crazy. I see it in the studio all the time. They're just going crazy.
Lost my mind. Okay, let's take a look at Antonella now. And we're going to talk a little bit about contouring.
Yes.
Oh, this looks good.
So this is, you know, highlight and contouring is a very, very big again. It's always been around. It's a base of makeup, but I want to show you how to do it for the cheek. Okay. All right, so we've got, this is from Stila, and they have a groovy little brush. Ooh, nice. One side we're going to use to put the color on, the other side we're going to use to blend. So I'm going to take a little bit of, and you really want to use a small amount, especially your dark contour, because once you blend, it actually starts to spread. So I'm just putting a very little amount right at the cheekbone. Then I'm going to take the other side of the brush and just sort of smush it. So you see how it blends into the skin. You want a shadow, you don't want a stripe. Right. Okay, it's a contour, not an audition for Braveheart. Okay. And then you can take the highlighter and put that right above and make sure it blends into the top edge. And what I do is like to smooth it underneath the brow, almost making like a little V on the outside corner of the eye. And you can see how that pops up the top of the cheekbone, this sculpts down. And then if you feel that this is getting a little not as blended as you want, go back to your foundation brush and go in between the two edges and look at how that blends it down just perfectly.
Blend it right out. You got to blend until it works.
But don't over blend. Oh, but a lot of people, that's the other thing too. I see them blending, and then it's off the face.
Okay, got it. Do not blend too much. No. You don't want to be Tina Turner in Mad Max. That's not what you're looking for. Today's audience will all take home a $30 Shoppers Drug Mart Beauty.